Hi everyone! Welcome to our first video in English 6. My name is Teacher Ria May and I will be your teacher in English for this school year. This video is about the English 6 Quarter 1 Week 1 of our module in English. So if you have your module, go ahead and get it and read along with the module while watching this video. You may want to pause the video while getting your module. So, pause it now. Let's get started. Our lesson for this week is about real or make-believe and fact or non-fact images. Now get your tickets. I have here virtual tickets for our different activities that represent the tasks that we will discuss in this video. So for the first ticket, the red one is about introduction. Images portray visual perception of persons, place, events, animals, things, and the like. These images may be real or make-believe, depending on the context that they signify. They are highly available everywhere. They can be found in books, newspapers, magazines, mobile phones, television, and other online sources. Evaluating images, if they are fact or non-fact, is important in understanding the message they send. You are expected to identify real or make-believe, fact or non-fact images, and reflect on the context of read poem or poems in creating or illustrating real or make-believe, fact or non-fact images. So let's start with learning task number 1. Examine the two images below. In your notebook, answer the questions that follow. So you will see image number 1 and then beside it is image number 2. Are you familiar with the two photos shown? Both images are taken from the 2018 Disney Pixar's Incredibles 2 animated fantasy film. So let us answer which of these images can be considered real. Okay, number 2, which image is just a make-believe? And numbers 3 to 5, why do you say so? Justify your answers in 3 sentences. So you will make 3 sentences if that image is just a make-believe. So I'll give you few minutes to answer that. You may want to pause the video while answering these 5 questions. Next, let's have learning task number 2. Infer the purpose of the following images as to educate, entertain, or persuade. Write your answers in your notebook. So you will see the pictures or the images in this chart inside the white box. You may want to pause your video again while answering. So you will just answer if it is to educate, entertain, or persuade. Now, let's go to learning task number 3. Next, identify whether the same images above, the one that we had a while ago, are real or make-believe images. Write your answers in your notebook. put learning task number 3 and take a look at the images a while ago for numbers 1 to 5 and answer if it is real or make-believe. Pause the video if you are answering. Next, let's have learning task number 4. Infer the purpose of the images below. In your notebook, write ED if the purpose is to educate, EN for entertainment, and PE for persuade. Write your answers in your notebook. So, take a look at the pictures below, pictures number 1 to 5, and answer ED, EN, or PE. You may want to pause the video while answering. Next, let's have development. What are images? The word image came from the Latin word imago, which refers to any item that depicts visual perception, such as a photograph or another two-dimensional picture resembling an object. Print images include printed photographs and images found in magazines, newspapers, and books. On the other hand, non-print images can be digital images available for viewing in electronic devices such as mobile phones or cell phones, television, and computers. So there are types of images and their purposes. Number 1, real images are pictures which depict visuals of objects or happenings that exist in real life. These are also known as fact images. The purposes of these images can be A, to inform or to educate, like actual photos of animals. Letter B, to tell stories, like in picture storybooks. Letter C, to entertain, like stolen photos with funny content. Or letter D, to persuade, like the actual photos of burnt lungs of a smoker to encourage others to quit smoking. Next is make-believe images. They are pictures which illustrate something that is not real. Though these images may have some realistic features, they are just product of imagination. Thus, do not exist in real life. These are also known as non-fact images. These images can be used with the following purposes. Letter A, to entertain, like images of fantasy world and magical creatures. Letter B, to tell fiction stories, like picture books or fairy tales. Letter C, to persuade, like some editorial cartoons that express opinions through caricatures and visual symbols. In identifying whether images are real or make-believe, analyze if the characters or objects and settings found in the image can possibly exist or happen in real life. If yes, then it is a real image. If not, it is a make-believe image. A picture is worth 1,000 words. Have you heard that proverbial sentence above from the Chinese philosopher Confucius? It signifies that images can be useful. Useful means to express clear thoughts rather than words. That explains why poems and other literary pieces become more understandable when they are accompanied with images. Though most of the images, especially the make-believe or non-fact images, can bring various interpretations based on viewers' perspective, example, knowledge, and experience. An image can give important message or tell stories using varied colors, designs, themes, and more. So there are purposes of images. One of the enabling or foundation skills in identifying real or make-believe images is to understand that both can be used for various purposes such as to educate or inform, to entertain, and to persuade. Examples of images that educate are actual magazine photos that feature tourist spots in the world, which shows real images, and infographics about climate change that shows modified image or the environment, making it a make-believe image. Meanwhile, examples of images that entertain are actual photos of persons caught in funny situations, sometimes used as memes nowadays, which are real images, and animated images of superheroes in comics, which are make-believe images. On the other hand, examples of images that persuade or convince others to believe in the message conveyed by images are actual photos of damaged respiratory organs due to excessive smoking, which are real images, and exaggerated images of corruption illustrated as editorial cartoon, which can be make-believe images. So let's go to engagement. Learning task number 5. As a child, are you fan of watching animated movies? Do you know who Moana is? How about her friend demigod Maui? Below are the images taken from the 2016 Disney movie entitled Moana. So identify whether each is a real image or make-believe image. In your notebook, write Moana if the image may exist in real life, and write Maui if it is just a make-believe. So take a look at the pictures inside the white box. We have there 5 pictures. You will just write in your notebook Moana if the image can exist in real life, and write Maui if it is just a make-believe. You may want to pause this video while answering. Pause it now. Now let's go to learning task number 6. Have you heard about flora and fauna? These two words can be used to refer to plants and animals. Your task is to identify whether the following images of flora and fauna are fact or non-fact. Write your answers in your notebook. So take a look at the pictures inside the white box again with numbers 1 to 5. We'll just write fact or non-fact. Pause the video. Now let's go to learning task number 7. Are you enjoying the Learn New skill? Try to ace this activity. The task is to identify whether the following images are fact or non-fact. So write your answers in your notebook. Take a look again inside the white box and the pictures numbers 1 to 5. So you will just write in your notebook if it is a fact image or a non-fact image. Pause the video. Now let's go to learning task number 8. Now that you can distinguish real from make-believe images, fact from non-fact images, it is time for you to create your own. So you will make your own. Be familiar with the rubric below, which will be used in rating your self-made illustrations. So your illustrations or drawings will be rated in this rubric. So we have here the features in the first column. You will see the content, the graphics, creativity, and neatness. So you will just get 1 point if image poorly expresses the intended idea, whether fact or non-fact, making it confusing. Or in the graphics weaken rather than enhance the image. Or limited creativity is evident in the image. Or image demonstrate a high level of neatness and quality. So you will get 2 points if image expresses the intended idea, but still needs to be explained for clarity. Graphics are appropriate for the message of the image, and image demonstrates creativity. And you will get 3 points if the image strongly expresses the intended idea, whether fact or non-fact, hence easily identified. Graphics and illustrations enhance the message of the image, and image demonstrates a high level of creativity. So you will have this point if you have the illustration or the drawing with which you can be checked with this rubric. So don't forget that rubric. Now, read and reflect on the message of the poem below. In your notebook, you will create your own images. 1 real and 1 make-believe. So there are 2 images related to the poem that you read. Consider the rubric or the indicators in the rubric in making your illustration, which we talked about a while ago. To help you in appreciating the poem, here is a list to unlock difficulties. When we say beheld, it means to look. Tutu is all together. Desolation means sadness. Reminisce means recall. And bountiful means generous. So I hope you get it. So now let's read the poem entitled Plant a Better Tomorrow by Maricon Estrellado. As I beheld up the sky, something waved high, with its hands desperately reaching up the sky. They danced with the wind, going side to side, swayed their arms and shoulders in tutu, trying its best to be noticed and be spoken to. In which it succeeded, I saw it standing alone in the midst of hopelessness and desolation. It led me to reminisce how the scene was like before, when the leafy hands were momentously bountiful. The strong twigs swayed more and were indeed blissful. If yesterday there were more and today there is one, how about our tomorrow? Would that one stand still, or would there be none? Or it would be better if we plant near that one. So I hope you understand the poem. You may want to read it silently again. You may pause the video so you can make the illustrations or your drawings for the real or make-believe images. So here is our chart. So you will make in your notebook that kind of chart. The first one is the real image and the next one is the make-believe image. Again, take a look at the illustrations and the poem so you can draw your real image and make-believe image. Now, let's go to learning task number 9. Again, be familiar with this rubric. So, you will make an illustration again and you will be rated according to the rubric for illustrated images. Just like a while ago, we have the same rubric. So, read and reflect on the message of the poem below or the next slide. In your notebook, create your own images. One real and one make-believe images. So there are 2 images related to the poem that you will read. Consider the indicators in the rubric a while ago in making your illustrations or drawing. So to help you in appreciating the next poem, here is a list to unlock your difficulties. So, epistle means letter. Gung-ho means excited. Rucksacks means backpack. Rendezvous means meeting place. Aficionado means a fan or a supporter or one that supports. Now, let's go to our poem. Let's read the poem entitled Epistle from Mother Earth by Maricon Estrellado. 4 billions of years ago, when I was born, in the midst of the vast blanket of the unknown, I was really gung-ho when human babies were born to make me as their beloved home. My oceans are like gigantic rucksacks of foods, goods and treasures for your pleasures. My trees extend their canopies, bearing fruits, and giving comfy shades for your siestas and rest. My highland spots near the outstretched curtains of bluish sky become your rendezvous of socialization and a series of highs. I became an aficionado of anthropology as I witnessed how you adapt and evolve through these years. There's just something that bothers me, an appeal of mutualism between you and me. Can you be aficionados of environmentalism too? Okay, that's it. I hope you understand the poem. You may want to read the poem again silently by pausing this video now. So again, here is our chart. The first box, you will draw a real image based from the poem a while ago. And then the next box is you will draw a make-believe image from the poem a while ago. You may want to be a little more creative. So pause the video while making your own drawings or illustration. Pause it now. Now let's go to learning task number 10. So in your notebook, create your own images, real and make-believe images. based from the given theme and shapes. Consider the indicators in the rubric in making your illustrations. So you will notice there are three columns. The first column is about theme. So we have number 1, love. Number 2, Mother Earth. Number 3, education. Number 4, flora or plant. And number 5, character in a story. So any character in a story. Then you will see the different shapes inside the next column. The next column is about real images. So inside the heart shape or the circle or the square or the trapezoid or the next shape, you will draw an image inside the shape about the theme that we have in the first column. And then in the third column, we have the make-believe images. So you will draw a make-believe image inside the heart or the circle, the square, and the other shapes according to the theme that we have on the first column. So pause the video while you are drawing. Have fun in drawing. Now let's go to learning task number 11. Now you have to cut out 5 real images and 5 make-believe images from old magazines and newspapers. Arrange and paste them under appropriate columns in your notebook. So in your notebook, you will make a chart like this one in the white box. So the first column is about real images. So you will cut out 5 real images and place it under the first column. And in the next column, we have the make-believe images. Cut out from old magazines and newspapers that shows make-believe images and place it in that column. Now let's go to assimilation. Image refers to any item that depicts visual perception, such as a photograph or other two-dimensional pictures resembling an object. There are 2 types of images. Real images, which depict visuals of objects or happenings that exist in real life. And make-believe images illustrate something that is not real. So images have 3 purposes, such as to educate, to entertain, and to persuade. So let's go to learning task number 12. Study the pictures below. Infer the purpose. Is it to educate, to entertain, or to persuade of each image? Assess if the picture is a real image or a make-believe image. Write your answers in your notebook. So analyze the pictures inside the white box from numbers 1 to 5. Can it happen in real life? Is it real or make-believe? So, you may want to answer in this kind of chart. So, in your notebook, make a chart like this one. We have the first column, pictures number 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So, you will go back to the picture a while ago and you will put in the next column, under the purpose column, you will answer if it is to educate, to persuade, or to entertain. And then you will write on the third column if it is real or make-believe. So you will just answer real or make-believe. pause the video. Now let's go to learning task number 3. Write true if the statement bears the truth. If false, replace the underlined word with another word to make the statement true. Write your answers in your notebook. So again, if the statement or the sentence is true, write in your notebook true. But if it is not true, if it is false, underline a word that is false, and then write another word that make the sentence true. So you will pick any word that make the sentence wrong or false. And from that word, we'll change the word into a word that make the sentence correct. So you will think of a word that make the sentence correct. So I will read the sentence number 1. The word image came from the Latin word imago, which refers to any item that depicts visual perception such as a photograph or other two-dimensional picture resembling an object. Number 2, non-print images include printed photographs and images found in magazines, newspapers, and books. Print images can be digital images available for viewing in electronic devices such as mobile phones, television, and computers. Number 4, real images are pictures which depict visuals of objects or happening that exist in real life. Number 5, these real images are also known as non-fact images. Number 6, make-believe images are pictures which illustrate something that is not real. Number 7, fact images may have some realistic features. They are just product of imagination, thus do not exist in real life. Number 8, examples of images that educate are images of fantasy world and magical creatures. Number 9, examples of images that persuade are some editorial cartoons that express opinions through caricatures and visual symbols. Number 10, a picture is worth 1,000 words. Okay, good luck in answering. So there you have it, grade 6. Thank you so much. Have fun in learning and answering the activity worksheets and the activities in this video. See you next time. God bless. Bye.